A 20-year-old alleged Facebook serial rapist has been arrested on Christmas Day and is appearing in the Tzaneen Magistrates Court today. He was arrested after several rape incidents involving girls alleged 14 to 16 were reported at the Mujajis Kloof in Bolabedu area since the beginning of December. The suspect would apparently lure teenage girls to Khapane Plaza via Facebook before raping them in nearby bushes. For more on this, we are joined by Limpopo Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Thembi Hadebe. Lieutenant General, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it this morning. Would you just share just the latest with regards to this then? The suspect apprehended and in custody at present, appearing, I suppose, then in the Magistrates Court. Are you able to furnish any further details on that?
Yes, Arabile, thank you very much, and greetings to you and your listeners. I must say, the violence inflicted to our young women, young girls, and even women in general, the province of Limpopo is giving us a run. For this particular case, it started in September, where this particular suspect raped a 14-year-old who he led this woman into to believing that they are going to enter into an intimate relationship. They met at a garage, in a Caltex garage. We had a footage there. And then he then led this woman to a particular spot. And we find, as of when investigation continuing, that this spot is a spot where he led most of his victim, and he ultimately raped them in that same spot. I must say that we pick up cases now in December. There were 3 cases that we picked up, and we appreciate the victim of the case that was recorded on the 24th, because it has put a stop to these activities of this suspect. When we interviewed this victim, she was able to tell the police that he has inflicted a wound in the private parts of the suspect. And that assisted us to run with that and look for the suspect in all the hospitals. Unfortunately, the response of our family violence unit, it led to the arrest of the suspect at the hospital. He was taken to a pointing out. He pointed the spot where he led these victims, and only to find that we also picked up that he was in his position. He had the cell phone of the victim, the latest victim. He also had some money that was left because he also robbed the victim 3,000 rand, and in his pocket he was left with 1,000 rand. I must say there was a cell phone also that we find in possession of the suspect, and this cell phone is belonging to another victim. Unfortunately, that victim did not come forth to open a case, as police were looking for that victim. And we have no doubt that there might be more women who come forth, because this person's modus operandi was that he will engage with the women between 14 to 16 and arrange that they will meet at a particular spot, as if like he has got, you want to enter into a relationship with them, and then from there he then raped these victims. I must say, I want to warn the women of this country. We have experienced a lot of problems through social media interaction, that even though they interact and it's within their rights, but they must interact in a manner that is also having some intelligence of some kind. Because of the fact that many of our women has been duped their pension money through Facebook, some relationship of unknown strangers that they meet on Facebook under the name of love. And now it escalates to rape, it escalates to issues that they allege that they're going to get the job, which is not true. And I'm saying to them, they should just avoid this Facebook relationship, because it can result into murder, it can result into rape, and it can result into robberies.
Lieutenant General, thank you so much for a lot of that detail. I want to ask, however, that according to preliminary investigations, the suspect as well was on bail, as you said, for a rape case that appeared in September. It occurred in September, a 14-year-old girl that was raped there using the same modus operandi. Why was this person let out on bail? What were the circumstances that allowed that to pretty much happen? Because surely that modus operandi itself should mean that at least this person is under careful supervision or watch if they are indeed put out on bail. And what is the threshold to put somebody on bail then? Because Surely this shouldn't be it.
Surely that question might be best placed to be answered by the Department of Justice. But all what I know is that after our members arrested the suspect, he appeared 3 times in contestation for the bail, and ultimately the court released this person. And this is where we stand at the moment.
Do you know that? Do you know if he's working alone?
Come again?
If the suspect himself is working on his own?
Yes, he's a loner. He has confessed to this particular kind of crimes that he has committed. And yeah, we are just at this moment tying up our loose ends in terms of the forensic analysis, the DNA to persons, so that we make sure that we leave no stone unturned. At the crime scene itself, we have found some condoms that are also there as well. So yeah, we think we have a watertight case, and this suspect will have to face the mighty law.
Lieutenant General, is there a way to perhaps create a warning for all those in that area as well, to ensure that they're aware not just about this suspect, but for even future instances, for hot zones or for zones that are perhaps worrisome for yourselves as well, where something like this could happen?
Yeah, no, Arabile, that it's quite correct. We are hard at work with our communicators on the ground and our awareness campaigns that we hold to communicate this message clearly to our communities, particularly in the area of Tzaneen, where we normally pick up some elements of serial rapists, some traits of such people. And I must say that we have arrested a number of serial rapists coming from that end, and many of them are currently behind bars serving some life sentences. So we are continuing to make sure that our community are sensitized and aware of this type of acts that are committed by people who continuously adamant that they want to degrade the women of this country.
Lieutenant General, just very quickly, as the police in Limpopo as well, this is not the only issue, of course, that we're dealing with. Quite a few others as well, including a separate case that took place on Christmas Day in Ganana village as well. Amongst all of these issues, are there enough personnel to take care of the situations that we're facing in and around the province?
Arabile, I think as a province, we are well set when it comes to our FCS environment. We have beefed up this environment and we're still continuing. Yes, we are picking up a number of cases, I must say. And yesterday alone, I think we have 22 cases. And some suspects are known, some are unknown. And all the known suspects, we have made arrest on that. And I must say our people on the ground, particularly the men and women in blue within the Family Violence Unit, they are doing good inroads in terms of solving these particular cases, and everything is left with the court to make sure that these people are permanently incarcerated.
Indeed, that is going to be the most important part from here on. Thank you so much for your work, and we pray that you may continue to do so as well in what is certainly a difficult time. Lieutenant General Thembi Kgatebe, Limpopo Police Commissioner there, as we continue to talk about the Facebook rapist in Limpopo, who has now been apprehended, of course. The hope is that we'll continue to find all those perpetrators in and around the province and around the country. To everyone else, please just exercise massive and severe vigilance, particularly in this time.